Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our podcast. At the end of the day, this is me, Anuz Thapa.
And this is me, Dipika Shrestha. This is episode number 4 of the podcast at the end of the day.
And we are recording this podcast in Rigo Park, Queens, in a beautiful park where we normally go. And you can hear all these noises of birds chirping.
No, it's not noise. It's beautiful sound from birds. It's early in the morning right now, and the air is fresh. You would love it if you were here.
Right. But I'm not a morning person still. Anyway, let's get into our topic.
In episode number 2, we talked about the significance of reaching out to people who you do not know.
Right.
So now let's talk about how exactly to reach out to people who you do not know, and what are the scenarios when you might actually have to reach out to people.
You might have to reach out to people for many reasons. A, it might be to get some academic advice from that person. B, you might want to know some career advice so that you can further your career in this country. So there could be several reasons why you want to reach out to the person who you don't know.
Exactly. Anuz, what are the ways?
Emailing that person.
Oh yes, and actually it's not that difficult to get an email of a person, right?
Right. Yeah. If you want to get in touch with that person, you just have to Google the place where that person is working and
the organization where the person is working.
Right. And most of the times, what happens is there could be an email, attached to the profile of that person in that organization.
Actually, it's a good benefit if you have a friend who already knows that person.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
You could ask your friend to put you in touch with the person who you want to meet.
Right.
And in cases like this, your friend could send an email where he would be introducing both of you.
Right.
Right?
Make your email as brief as possible.
Oh yes, that's
Right?
very important.
Just throw in a couple of lines, like 5-6 lines, where you want to explain who you are and why you wanna get in touch with that person.
I have the habit of using a lot of words, which I'm trying to get rid of.
Right.
And I'm trying to make sure that I write in such a way that I can deliver the message in brief paragraphs.
Right.
And actually, if you know of someone who has been in the US already for a longer period of time, you could actually take help. And before you send out an email to a person for the first time, it's a good idea to have it checked by someone.
Right, because you want to make your email as professional as possible. Don't make it casual and try to address this person professionally. Like, so for example, dear Dipika, dear Anuj.
So Anuj, what do you think about using different forms of social media?
If you talk about LinkedIn, it's a good way to reach out to professional people via LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is made for professional reasons. You can always see who are your common friend on LinkedIn and get help from the other person, or maybe you can directly message to that person through LinkedIn, which is quite professional. If you talk about Facebook now, Facebook is quite tricky, guys.
But through Facebook also, in fact, people find out mutual friends through Facebook
Right.
than on LinkedIn.
Right. But the tricky thing about Facebook is, Deepika, if I were you, I wouldn't send a Facebook message to that unknown person. But if that person posts something on Facebook saying, okay, we are doing this kind of events, or we are having this opportunity in this area, please feel free to DM me. If that person says anything on Facebook, you know what DM is?
I don't know.
DM is direct message. So if somebody posts something on Facebook saying like DM me, that means direct message. So in that case, you can reach out to that person through Facebook. That is, you can directly message to that person. And the another way that you could reach out to person to get connected is maybe Twitter.
And there have been instances where I emailed people I wanted to approach to by Twitter.
Right.
The reason was because back then I could not find out the email. Well, I think what I did that time was because I think I emailed them. I did not get response. And then because I could see them now and then very active on Twitter, so I thought of sending out messages on Twitter. And I was lucky, both of them replied.
That's good. That's good for you. And about Twitter, like you can only directly send messages on Twitter to that person if you both follow each other.
Yes.
So yeah, try to follow that person, and if that person follows you back, then that's a signal that that person might be interested on you.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. What else?
And then talking about respond.
Right. Oh yeah, and that is one of the crucial things we gotta talk about on this podcast.
Yes.
Response.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you receive so many emails in a day, and you might not respond to every email
Yeah.
that you come across. Likewise, when we reach out to people for the first time, we have to understand that that person might have numerous emails to read and to respond.
Right.
So our email might not even come in his priority.
Right. And-
So don't be discouraged if you don't get respond within a day or two, or not at all. Is it a good idea to follow up, to email again?
What I normally do is I would normally send a follow-up at least 1 week after my first email. You know, that shows that you are persistent to get in touch with that person. So it's good to send a follow-up.
Okay.
I think that's about it.
Yes, I guess we have covered whatever we intended to for today's episode. And by the way, just a quick note, if any of you know of a place, or if any of you have a place where you think we could record our weekly podcast, that would be fantastic.
Yes, and we'll be happy to credit you on our podcast platform. Please continue sending your feedbacks via various podcast platform and YouTube as well.
So until we catch you next, you have a good day and a good week ahead.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.